Recorded yet another episode without any audio. This is actually worse than usual because usually when I record without audio, it's without mic audio. This is without sound at all in the background, so I might like throw I don't know, some classical music or something in the background for the whole thing because this is just eerily silent if I'm not talking. That was not the intent with this. By the way, I did not release an episode on Saturday because I streamed for 5 hours on Saturday, and I didn't want to overexert myself in a video, which I didn't, but I wouldn't have. But I I had exams this week, so I was tired. That was that was that. Thinking that I was fine, and then suddenly it just crashes. That happens sometimes. So I did not have an episode ready for Saturday. But I did stream for a few hours on Saturday, so feel free to check that out if you want to, if you're interested in that. Um, I'm actually recording this a few days early, just because I actually have, oh goodness, I have a new job starting tomorrow. So basically what that means is I don't know what my upload schedule is going to be anymore at all. So like the Saturday and Tuesday is probably going to change unless I record on Sunday, which is what this is. This is being recorded on Sunday. So I'm still a bit tired from yesterday, but that's whatever. Um yeah, I recorded the entire thing just now and I was double checking to make sure it was fine. I really need to test my stuff before I just do a full episode. That would save me a lot of trouble. But sometimes, I don't know. I need to learn these lessons the hard way, and I haven't learned them the hard way yet. But yeah. There's a lot of zombie villagers that I ran into in this cave. Fun. Anyway, I was talking about the fact that I'm recording this video on Sunday instead of my typical Wednesday. My typical Monday afternoon that I do for the Tuesday uploads. And the reason for that is I don't know what to expect from my new job yet. Haven't experienced it yet. So I'm just going to record this now today so that I have it ready for Tuesday. And if it does turn out that I can make videos and I'm not going to be exhausted by them on uh, on Mondays, then I can make them on Mondays again. But for now, I'm just doing this as kind of like a safety net. Better to be safe than sorry. Have my spare time to do it without overexhausting myself by talking a bunch. Because it's not the video itself that's the problem. It's I have to talk during the video that makes me tired. Sort of thing. So that'll be all good. Um, what else did I talk about the first time? I went and figured that maybe I could do some different games. Like, I think I've mentioned this before, and if not, well, that's okay. Basically, I don't want Minecraft to be the only game I play. Um, and I don't want to be known for, like, specifically, I don't want to, like, I don't know. Like, I changed versions and things like that. I was checking on achievements here. Like, what should I be going for? What should I try for? And stuff like that. Next episode, hopefully, is going to be another episode. Like, going to the nether, not another episode, but trying to go for some of the achievements in the nether for a bit. Just like I have a bunch of caving episodes, there might be a bunch of nether episodes and stuff like that. But going back to what I was saying about different games, I don't want to just stick with Minecraft because if I stay there too long, then I don't know. I'll just feel like, oh, this is all I do. This is all people know me for, and that's not great. I want to be known for my writing first and foremost, but since there is none of my writing out in the world yet, being known for playing video games is okay, I guess. As like, in terms of like being known for my hobbies is not the worst thing. But I don't want to just stick with Minecraft forever because who knows, maybe I'll get tired of the whole going for achievements in Minecraft and eventually I'll run out of stuff to do for this specific brand of series that I'm doing, the achieve or die thing. I'll run out of things to do. Um, but one of the things I was thinking of was I could play Sims and go for all the achievements in The Sims because for every save file, in case you don't know, in The Sims 4, for every save file you have, there's a bunch of achievements you can get. So like there's actually a collection of achievements you can get for every save file. And I was thinking I could go in and do a save file of Sims that just goes for all of the achievements in that one menu. And it would take a while. That would be very long. I honestly could probably get very sick of it very fast. But I'll try and keep some variety in there. There'll probably be a bunch of households that'll change. I'll try and keep the lifespan on like normal or something so that when things happen, I just go to the next new save with the new people. And that would be a good way of varying things in regards to The Sims 4. I'm gonna try and stick with games that I already have, just because it's less expensive that way. And so another game I was thinking of maybe doing is Hollow Knight. So this is one of the games I have, and I've played it before. I'm very bad at it. I would like to say this right away. And I have thought about how I would go about recording Hollow Knight and playing it and things like that. In regards to doing a run or a series on Hollow Knight, I would not be able to do it in normal difficulty. I have never, if you, so if you know the game at all, it's, I think it's like a Metroidvania is what they call it, um, or something, where you're like jumping around on platforms. It's a platformer, kind of. It's a platformer and then you fight bosses and things like that. I am explaining this so terribly, so I am so sorry if I'm getting anything wrong in this explanation, but there's a bunch of platforms and things like that, and then there's boss fights and there is story and there's all sorts of fun stuff. It also has I have the game on Steam, so it has Steam achievements. So I could go for achievements in that game as well. The one thing about that is I would never go for the speedrunner achievements, and I don't think I want to. I have some of the achievements because I've played the game before, but I don't play the game in normal mode. So what that means is like the default game is it's got like what is it? How do I explain this? The default game does not have different difficulty modes. It has one setting, and that one setting is kind of hard if you're not comfortable with games like that. And I cannot beat the first boss of the game in that default mode. So there are mods in the game that allow for an easier difficulty, and from what I've understood is the easier difficulty takes away the need to hunt for your stuff. It's like keep inventory in Minecraft or and easy difficulty and keep inventory basically from what I've noticed in it. So if I were to play Hollow Knight, I would be playing with that mod installed. I think it's called easy mode. Or maybe it's easy mod or something. So that would be part of it. And then another part of it would be there's plenty of people who are way better at the game, who are probably way more entertaining than I am. Um, so I want to keep some variety in it and not get too frustrated with it myself because I will go on little spurts where I am very interested in the game and then suddenly I'm not interested in the game anymore. And the fun part, everything I've done with this game, is that I am still terrible at it. And my memory is bad enough that I forget how to accomplish things. So that is going to add some variety for sure. Another aspect is I could add, since I'm doing a mod already, I might as well add like an actual mod that changes stuff um, for fun. And I am so behind on things that I just started watching. I found out that there is like what is it called? I think it's called Hallow Nest Vocalized. The mod, I believe, yeah, is it called that? Hang on. Hollow Nest vocalized. Yeah. So this is like a fan project that added voices to the characters in the game. Like everyone speaks now. And in the normal game it's like text on a screen. You know, you read the text to yourself, but this vocalized mod would add them talking in their own voices. So like narrations would be narrated. Um, Characters are voiced instead of just sitting there and talking or like being read to you. So I think that would be a bit of good variety for doing Hollow Knight if I was to do that. Now, I should probably point out here that I nearly died in Minecraft here. I got hit by a witch. Look at that poison working its way onto everything. And so that was fun. Um, I did manage to block myself off into a little hole so I can wait out the poison. Thankfully, the poison wore off, so I was mostly covered. I was mostly fine. I became a porcupine, absolutely, completely became a porcupine. And so I was getting my furnaces out to do some iron smelting and panicked because a skeleton came in. Um, so that was a fun little bit. And another thing, so I'm sorry. I did play the game and I'm just like done focusing on it because I recorded this already. Um, I also was thinking like I have some other games here in my Steam library that I could play as well. Like there's a game called Littlewood. I could play that. What else is here that I should be able to play? I have a bunch of Assassin's Creed games, but they don't run very well, so I wouldn't want to record them because I'd get too frustrated with how laggy they are. I could play Five Nights at Freddy's 3. I have that. I have a game called Going Medieval. I don't think it worked out very well for me when I tried it. Yeah, so that's probably not gonna work. I have Don't Starve. Like, there's a few games I have here. I have another Sims game. I have Sarah Cleanup Detail. And what is that? Shadow Warrior. And Santa's Rampage. So I could play that. I'm not very good at it. I have Portal and Portal 2 that I could play. So there's a few options. It's just most of these games I have played before. I also have a game called To Be or Not to Be that I have an absolute blast with. It's like an RPG, like what is it? What would you call it? It's a choose your own adventure game where like it goes along the plot of Hamlet's, yeah, of Hamlet, Shakespeare's Hamlet. So you can pick a bunch of options for what to do or what you don't want to do, and you get to try a bunch of stuff out, and it's absolutely fun. Um, yeah, so that's an option. Those are options. I have The Escapists and The Escapists 2. I haven't actually played those, so that would be a good one for something new. Apparently I have RuneScape. I have a few. Yeah, I have a lot of options actually. So I don't know entirely to suggest, but I think for now the like focused ones that if I do actually do something else, just because I have plans for if I did The Sims 4 or if I did Hollow Knight, those would be probably the games that I do first alongside or maybe after completing the next like Minecraft run through. Just because like I don't know, I get a little doing too much Minecraft gets a little exhausting after a while, so that's just a thought that I'm thinking of. And yeah, I'm a bit I don't know what else to talk about. I could talk about the stream. I could talk about that, I suppose. So I'm not the only one who does the like I stream on YouTube, but most of the people who also stream the Three Lives at Freddy's event do not stream on YouTube and they stream on Twitch. I'll probably link the other people who have been like uploading their perspectives in the in the description of this video. But they we've all been having a lot of fun with it. There's a lot of new things, a lot of weird things that are different that you wouldn't normally experience in Minecraft. So it adds some variety to the game, which is nice. And I've had to break my habit of trying to go for all the achievements in it because there is a world border and there's only so many achievements you can do with a world border. So unfortunately no end. There is Nether. The whole thing's in hard mode, which is very much not what I play in. It's a very different play style needed for hard mode. I kind of jump into things and do a lot of careless stuff, so hard mode does not mix well with that. And while I haven't died in this one yet, I have come close a lot in the series that I'm doing here, so it makes sense that I would struggle with hard mode as its own thing, even not in a server where people are trying to kill me if they lose enough lives. But yeah, that's a really fun thing that happens each week, and it does get a bit taxing after a while sitting there for 5 hours in one sitting to do one set of a thing. But it's not the worst thing I've ever experienced, so I'm good. I can handle playing the game for that long. It's just the keeping up conversation part that gets wearing on me. And I have tried talking to the chat, even though it's not really much to talk to. I have tried talking. I have tried talking to chat a few times, but every time I do it, there's always a spectator who's around and hears me talking to chat, so then they're like, "Oh, you're talking to yourself." And it's like, I don't want to explain that I'm talking to chat, and it kind of gets exhausting after a while because, you know, everyone has their own things to worry about, so they're gonna forget and then they're gonna tease me again. So I think I kind of stopped doing that after a while. Not entirely, but maybe a little bit. And talking to chat and talking to people gets exhausting after a while, so that's obviously part of the exhaustion thing. And yeah, so again, that's probably why I haven't been. It's another reason why I didn't record for Saturday is because I was just feeling tired at the end of the week. And then even though like last week I uploaded a video on Sunday, that video was half done already. The video was already there. I didn't have to play more Minecraft. I just had to talk over it like I'm doing now. But yeah, it was less exhausting last week than it was this week. And so even though I'm recording this is Sunday. Last time I recorded it after the session. Just because the session ended early though, I think. Because I got frustrated and then I needed some relief, needed something to work. So I recorded last week. But yeah, with the streams every Saturday, don't expect a video to also come out on Saturdays. These will probably still come out once a week, I hope. I don't want to say twice a week because clearly that's not been happening, but I would like to say once a week. I just don't know what day of the week yet. Probably can still be Tuesday. That would give me time to work on it and then maybe do some polishing on Monday or something if I need to. But yeah, Monday and then Tuesday upload. Yeah, that should work. So these can still probably come out on Tuesday, even if work is actually more than I thought it would be. So yeah, I'm honestly kind of nervous about the new job. Like I shouldn't be. I know all the people there, they're all nice. It's just that feeling of I don't fully know what to expect, so I'm still kind of scared, but I should be okay at least. So we'll see how it goes. I should be able to handle it. If not, well, there's ways to do that, handle that too. Um, but yeah, that'll be good to get through, and it'll be good to sort through everything. Um, I think there's a point like here where I don't know when I start going to leave the cave, honestly. I thought it was around here, but maybe it's further along. Um, oh geez. Yeah, there's still a lot of time left in it. Um, what else can I talk about? So, if you caught the stream on Saturday, you probably heard me talking to my cat. And if not, I have a cat. Her name is Todd, and she is a very spoiled cat. She's like yellow. I should probably actually just throw a picture on screen. Um, she's a silly little cat who is very spoiled, very entitled, and likes to complain a lot. She's very grouchy. But she is also very sweet, and I love her so much. She is just, oh, I love this cat so much. She's so silly. Like, she, well, she's dumb sometimes. We've had her since she was like 2 months old, which is probably not as little as you'd think, but she was tiny, she was a little fluff ball, and she kept falling out of so there was an outdoor structure. She was in the top level of a barn. And she kept falling out of it, and we kept putting her back in it, and then she kept falling out of it again. So we finally decided, your mother is not coming back for you, because if she was, then we wouldn't be having to feed you milk ourselves. And so we kind of adopted her into our household, and she's managed to stick around ever since. So she's kind of house trained, um, as much as you can house train cats. But she's an indoor-outdoor cat because she does a lot better when she has some outdoor time, and it's a lot better for her, I think, to get some time to socialize with the other cats we have. She's our only indoor cat, but we have two other cats. One's named Kitten and one's named Blackie, and they're also very sweet. They're just not very nice to her. Sometimes they get along, sometimes they don't. But yeah, she gets some time to socialize, she gets some time to play. It gives her a good amount of time to play the way she wants to, because we don't always have the energy or the time to play with her, so it's nice that she can get outside and just have some fun and be silly and try and hunt leaves and stuff. She's tried hunting birds before. She's tried hunting bugs before. She's not very good at hunting either of them. And if you kill a bug for her, she will completely lose interest in it because it is not a living bug. So the whole thing with her hunting things is so silly. And she knows she's not supposed to be on the furniture. But sometimes she'll go on the furniture anyway because her logic is that if she's not caught doing it, then it's fine, which is probably how all pets are. I don't know, because this is the only time I've ever had an indoor pet. What else does she do? She trained herself she's figured out how to get food out of us. So like we have our times that we feed her, and we're trying not to make her more fat, so we don't feed her as often, and she's trained kind of that when she goes outside, she gets food when she comes back in. I don't know if she always remembers that, but sometimes she does. And so she'll go outside for a while, and then she'll come back in and she'll be expecting food and she'll beg. Sometimes she doesn't go outside, and so she'll come looking at night for food. And so she'll come into my room and she'll like be all snuggly and loving. And she'll do this to my mom too. And she'll be all nice and loving and snuggly. And then she wants to lead us to give her food, basically, is what she's doing. And sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Just like she has her moods, we have ours, and she doesn't always need fed when she's begging for food, but she thinks she does. There's still food in her bowl typically when she's begging for food, so who knows, honestly, but she thinks she needs more, so it's kind of its own thing there. Yeah, she's getting used to other cats. She's still not very okay with having other cats in her space. So my older sister has a cat and my older brother has a cat. And when they come to visit, Todd gets to be in very bad moods because they're in her space and she doesn't want them there. And it took her a long time to warm up to the cats that are outside, much less the ones that come in, and also house cats that do not go outside. So typically she'll spend a lot more time outside when they're around, but it's not from specifically choice, I don't think. I think it's from feeling the necessity of she doesn't feel safe in her home, so she needs to go somewhere that's safer, which is pretty unfortunate, but there's only so much we can do when we cat sit. Like, we're gonna be cat sitting again soon, my sister's cat, so they'll they'll leave him with us, and then Todd'll be stuck with this cat she really doesn't like, and we'll have to figure out a way to go through with that in a like peaceful manner. But Todd does not like the other indoor cats. She does not warm up easily to other cats. Just in general, she never has, but she doesn't warm up to people very easily either. She's got two favorites, me and my mom, because we feed her. She hates my brother, and she's very scared of my dad. That is basically the relationship she has with everyone. She has a more casual relationship with her. She has a more casual relationship with, what is it? Like, other people, but she's still kind of skittish and runs away from them. And she runs away from everyone, actually. Like, she has moods that she wants to be around people or doesn't want to be around people, which I understand. Doesn't mean I'm going to give her the space she wants, but I understand why she wants the space in the first place. So she won't want to be around other people. Sometimes I'll give her that space, sometimes I won't, because I've also had a bad day and I don't have the time to, or the energy to expend on, I don't know, unwinding by myself. So then I get her out and I bug her a bit, and then she has to tolerate me for a while. And it's a whole thing. But sometimes she does get her space, sometimes she doesn't. Usually I'm the only one stubborn enough to actually chase her down if she definitively does not want attention, does not want anyone near her. I have to really need her in order to chase her down, but usually she's able to get her own space when she wants it, I'd say. And yeah. So we're back in the village now. Basically what I was doing here was commenting on the things I probably still need to get done in the village, like raising that last field, exploring the cave that's underneath that acacia log, and then I started collecting sugarcane because I want to get that level 30 set up. It would be nice to get all of the bookshelves in place so that I don't have to worry about that anymore, and I can get my overkill achievement more easily, because I don't think the current sword is suited for overkill, knowing how many mobs I've killed with it and how low the durability is right now. I don't think it's suited for overkill, but it could need could go mining some more, look for more diamonds. I think we're almost covered on the iron front. 50 blocks of iron is a lot of iron. So hopefully that's enough for all the rails we'll need for that achievement. And then, yeah, so like more of this will be focused on probably diamond mining from now on if I get the on a rail achievement out of the way soon. We'll see how that goes later after we go to the Nether. Um, the Nether might actually be where I die this time because I thought it would be where I died last time, and I don't know what to expect yet. So we'll see how it goes. But yeah, so I have my books here. I have two more bookshelves, and I actually am crafting them and stuff like that. So then I'll go place these. Find out that maybe I didn't count well enough again. I goofed up my counting with the leather because I added more leather than what I needed for the bookshelves into that stack. So I actually have no idea how many more I need. But here I count and I have 13, I think. I think I have 13. And it gets me up to 26. So we're getting closer, which is nice. It does not mean it's already, but we're getting closer. And then I realized that the setup looks funny to me, so then I fixed it. There's just a whole thing. But yeah, the goal for next time is probably to go to the Nether. Try and get some of those other achievements out of the way, like Return to Sender, hopefully find a fortress. I don't entirely know if we'll be able to do that, but we'll see if we can. And if not, then well, I guess there will be more than one episode of the Nether. Um, yeah, I broke that bookshelf and then found out that I had no wood. This is where I go and find out that I have no wood. So then I go and I cut down a tree, all the fun stuff. Um, I just never have wood in these chests, apparently. Turn it all into planks and sticks. And then I used all of my planks. So I no longer had though enough for one bookshelf. I needed a whole one more plank. But I decided to cut down an entire tree for the sake of it. And then I realized, oh hey, the rain sounds don't sound as bad in this biome. Side note, the acacia looks a lot less bright in this version. Texture of it, like, it's less vibrantly orange. That kind of almost looked pink to me. Maybe I'm crazy, I don't know. But it kind of looked pinkish instead of orange. I don't know why that is. I didn't notice it when I was recording, but I just noticed it just now. So that's cool. That's neat. Um, but yeah, that's about all I had left to clarify. Don't know how the next few streams are gonna work. Honestly, because one of them, well, I have graduation parties that I go to, so that'll be how that goes. But yeah, it should be 3, but it probably won't be. Thank you so much for watching. If you got this far, which is honestly crazy because I didn't actually have my authentic do everything thing this time. But yeah, thank you for watching. Feel free to leave a comment, feel free to leave a like, all that fun stuff if you want to. And of course, as always, I will probably see you in the next one. Thanks again for watching. Goodbye.